You'll have seen Steve Clarke's comments last night. What's your feeling on sectarianism? Do you feel it's still a problem in Scottish football?
Well, I think you're always going to get to both sides, singing their songs and making derogatory comments. It's part and parcel of the game. There's absolutely no place for it in the modern society, and you shouldn't have to be subjected to that standing at the side. They can tell us we're rubbish or the like, but in terms of being sectarian, vile, garbage that comes along with it, there's just no place for it. It's the dark ages.
Do you feel it's getting worse? Is it a problem that's getting worse, do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think it's always been there. If anything, I'd probably say it's better than 20 years ago. But it's still there, which is the unacceptable thing.
And moving on to tomorrow night, of course you face Hibs, and you're on a great run of form, that fantastic result against Livingston. How is the team feeling after that match and going into this game?
Yeah, we're really positive. We're looking forward to the match. We know we're coming up against a side who's got a new manager. They had a great result in his first game, and they'll be coming with confidence as well. So it sets it up really nicely for a really good game. We're feeling confident. We're want to try and make sure that we continue doing what we've been doing and put teams under pressure and creating goal scoring opportunities. I feel the last 3-4 games we've created really good opportunities and lots of them, and we're going to have to do that again so that we can try and pick up the 3 points.
Is there a feeling that you have now turned the corner, do you think?
No, certainly not. There's nobody resting in their laurels in our dressing room. We know what's got us decent results is the hard work and the endeavour, and then after that comes that wee bit of quality, but we've still got to go and try and outrun teams, out-battle them, which then gives you that platform to go on and play, and when we do that, we're an effective side.
You've obviously brought in a lot of new faces. How much do you see that coming together, and how much do you think that has had an impact in terms of getting these results, and do you feel you can go even further?
Yeah, I would say it's had a huge impact, simply because what I'm seeing on the training ground every day is a group with that desire, to try and be better. Obviously positive results always help confidence, and we're in a game where if you're doing well, players play freely when the confidence is flowing, and at the moment, we are playing with a freedom, but at the same time, I'll highlight and reiterate that it's because of the hard work and the graft that we're putting in, against the ball as well, and we're going to need all of those qualities tomorrow.
What are you expecting from Hibs? Obviously they've got the new manager in now, he has got 1 game under his belt. Are you still wary of this new manager bounce that may still be there? Are you expecting Hibs to be a much different proposition at all?
No, I'm not so sure there'll be a different proposition. Obviously Paul's came in and he's working with the same group of players. We know the players very well. He's getting to know his players. They've got strength all over the pitch. The spine of their team's very strong, and they've got really good options in the wider areas. Up top they've got pace. McNulty's been added to, who's a very clever player. Canberra's always had goals in him, although he had a week and a dry spell for a while there. So no, we're well versed on their personnel. There might be a surprise for the manager, you just don't know, but I don't think there'll be too many surprises.
Going back to what Steph said about the number of players you brought in, you've been on a great run recently. Are you surprised perhaps at the speed at which the guys have all kind of meshed together and gelled together, because they certainly appear to have done that pretty quickly?
Well, it's only 3 games, so I'm not very quick to say we've done this or we've done that. They have gelled quickly, but when you sign good types and good players on top of that, then you've always got a chance. You're looking, as any manager is, to make sure that they try and do that as quickly as possible. And in the last 3 games it's been very good, but there's been other bits that can be better, and that's where we've got to strive to improve. There's been periods in the game when the opposition, have the play, then we need to be better against the ball and try and give up less opportunities ourselves.
you've a tough run of games coming up, but 3 out of the next 4 are all at home. So I guess you've got to look at it like that and say we're at home and it's a great chance to build on the recent momentum that you've got going.
Definitely, and I think any successful season is predominantly based on what you do at home. And you pick up most of your points at home. But we recognise the period that we're coming into is against the two Edinburgh sides and the two Glasgow sides. So we know it's going to be a really tough period for us. And I've said for all along that it's so important that you don't get too high when you have a positive result, and you don't get too low either. I fully expect this to keep on going right to the end of the season, between the 3 clubs at the bottom.
Jim, how important is it to harness the feel-good factor that comes from moving out of the bottom 2?
Well, I don't pay too much attention to that. I take on board your point about feel-good factor, but we don't win tomorrow night and the other 2 get a result you can be back out at. So we just concentrate game at a time, try and build on what we've done so far. Can we make it 4 unbeaten? That is the only goal that we're thinking about.
Andrew Nelson, he's been magnificent for you. What a start at 4 goals already from 4 starts. Is he going to be okay for tomorrow night?
Yeah, we certainly hope so. He's trained this morning, so hopefully there's no adverse reaction to that, and he should be ready to go. Yeah,
and with him being in a sort of hot streak of form, you want to keep that going. You don't want that interrupted by injury, do you?
No, definitely not. And him and Craig Curran have, been a very good partnership. Craig really complements Andrew's strengths, and obviously Andrew's nous for where the goal is there for all to see, and we want that to continue, right to the end of the season if we can.
And how are the rest of the boys?
Everyone else is fine. It's the same squad going into the game, apart from the long-term injuries.
We started the press conference talking about sectarianism. Can I finish it by talking about another hot topic this week? Foreign referees, talk of them coming into Scottish football, perhaps, or being discussed. Just wondering what your own views on it. Is it something we should be looking at or not?
No, not for me. I've been involved in plenty of games abroad in pre-season where foreign referees have obviously refereed the game, and I don't see them being any better than our referees. So no, it's not something that I would advocate.